Good evening, high school basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of District 7 High School Basketball. The district final, as the 11th rated in the state, the Northview Wildcats host longtime foe and neighborhood rival, Forest Hills Northern Huskies. They're at 13-10 record, and they are on a 6-game win streak, have won 8 of their last 9 games. The Cats, the winner of the OK Gold title, shared with South Christian. And the Huskies finishing in 3rd place in the OK White. These two programs know a lot about each other's program, as they have played against each other for decades before being split up this year. Northview moving into the OK Gold and Forest Hills Northern staying in the OK White. Some big both postseason battles as well as regular season battles between these two teams. More on that later. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Diebold, along with my former player of mine from the Final Four team, Ryan Repolsky. We welcome you to the pregame show. Ryan, postseason basketball's in full swing. Northview just beat East Grand Rapids. Forest Hills Northern on a roll of late, beating rival Forest Hills Central Wednesday in a close game. And here we are, Northview versus Forest Hills Northern in a district final at Northview, as these two teams played in a district final last year at Northern, and Northview beat them. Welcome back to the broadcast, Ryan.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. It's always good to be back doing a Northview game. I don't know what it's like to host a game in your building for the district, and Wildcats got a chance to secure a district final here on their home floor. Gym's starting to fill up. We got a lot of people in. There's going to be more. There's good energy here, and the Wildcats are looking to capture a district.
Yeah, back in the day, as you mentioned, we weren't allowed to host. We couldn't have a home game. Our gym was too small, and so we always had to play on the road. We never had a home advantage for years. That didn't happen until this new gym was built way after we were gone. Yep. And so here we are, Northview, Forest Hills Northern in a district final. It should be another classic between these two schools, separated by 7 miles. The Battle of the Beltline, we call it, in a district final. Cats versus the Huskies, longtime rivals in district final again here at Northview. We'll be right back with a scout of both teams. Thank you, sponsors of Northview Athletics, The Score Restaurant, Mike Marsman of Treadstone Mortgage, Ken Jansen of Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, Randy Block of Green Ridge Realty, Lake Michigan Credit Union, Cutting Edge Builders, Tool Construction, Lindy Tanis of Tanis Home GR, Legend Signs, Christian Croft Fundraising, Shannon Swartz of Pierpoint Mortgage, Straight Line Fence, Real Food Cafe, Gold Star Mechanical, All Flow Plumbing, Golf Cars Plus, Design One Salon and Spa, Discount Home Improvement, Keller Williams, River City Mechanical, AIC Insurance Services, Tom's Hometown Bakery, Third Coast Oral Surgery, Boulder Creek Golf Course, Superior Asphalt. Thank you for your support. Let's take a look at the Forest Hills Northern Huskies under the leadership of head coach Joe Souls, longtime coach at Forest Hills Northern. Northern finished 3rd in the OK White this year, 13-10 overall record. They finished behind Catholic Central, who won the league, and Grand Rapids Christian finished 2nd. Northern is led by 6'7" Joey Angott, 6'1" Jacob Tuttle, 6'2" Kyle Brown, a 3-year varsity player for Northern, 6'3" Moody DeHaba, 6'3" Peyton Pasco. A senior-dominated team, and most of their players will be hitting the floor here in this ball game are seniors, and that pays dividends at district time. They've seen a lot of games. They don't get moments not too big for them. Forest Hills Northern is known under Joe Scholes mixing up the defenses, especially some zone, full, and half court. They'll do some full court zone pressing, half court. They'll do some man pressing. They'll do some man jumps at the half court. They'll mix up odd, even fronts with their zones, slowing the tempo down, playing into their hands, as they don't want Northview getting up and down in this ball game. They have some size also. Joey Angok, 6'7", he can really get up. And they have some other players that have some girth to them, physical team. And so a lot of times Brady Swartz, when he goes against players that are bigger and can take away that rim, because Brady is so good at taking smaller teams off the dribble and just elevating over and finishing at the rim. And we'll see how that part of the game plays out in this one. If Brady's going to get and as well as Hatibu inside. Last game, I think there was 6 dunks in that basketball game. We'll see how that all plays out in this one. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Northview Wildcats. Check out New Beginnings Restaurant, located at 5200 Northland Drive. Dine in or call for takeout at 616-988-9650. Great food at a great price. Open daily 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. New Beginnings Restaurant. Northview led by head coach David Channa, now in his 6th season here at Northview. Coach Channa recently got his 100th win. I think he's up to 103 now. As Mike Marsman just give a little. He's in attendance tonight. Steve Barnard, former player here at Northview, in attendance. I saw John Hunsberger. We got a lot of people coming in. So from old school, people coming in to watch some good basketball here tonight. Coach Channa won his 3rd league title. No coach has ever won 3 league titles in school history. So congratulations to Coach Channa, even sharing it with South Christian. This will be 3 out of the last 4 years winning the league for Coach Channa. And he had 2 titles in the OK White, now 1 in the gold. Channa looking tonight for his 3rd district title in 4 years. The only person who has won 4 district titles at Northview is sitting right next to me, Mike Kaputska. He won 4. He has the most district titles in school history. Northview Cats average 69 points per game, give up 48, and the dynamic duo, they're led by Cam Ryans and Brady Swartz. Cam averaging 21 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 3rd all-time leading scorer in Northview history. Brady Swartz, a senior, averaging 26.2 points per game, is going to break the single-season scoring record average-wise, which was 21.9. He's already broke most points scored. He's got 600 points scored, beating Kyler Vanderjack's 590 points. So a prolific scorer here, Brady Swartz. He also has had games this year of 50, which was a school record, 47, which would have been a school record. And then he's got about 6 30-point games this year. And Brady holds the single-game scoring record of at the 50, as I mentioned. He's the 4th all-time leading scorer at Northview. And he also has got some free throw made records. Most free throws made in 1 game, 18 this year. And most free throws made in the season. He broke Kyler Vanderjack's record with that, and he's still counting with those free throws and scoring. Other starters for Northview, sophomore point guard Anthony Willis runs the show at point guard. Honorable mention all conference. And Izzy Hatibu, 6 points per game, 4 rebounds per game. He made first team all conference. Jack Van Proyen and Jake Johnson will each start off and on for the Wildcats. When we come back, we'll take a look at those final OK Gold standings, talk about some other area district final games going on in the area. You're listening to Ryan Rimpolsky, Mike Diebold on the call tonight. For all your home improvement services, check out Northview Grad's Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate. Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. And we're back here at the pregame show. Final OK Gold standings this year. Northview shared it with South Christian. Both teams 11-1. Both teams state rated. Northview in Division 1 rated 11th. And in Division 2, South Christian, I believe they finished 11th also in the state. Finishing third, Thornapple Kellogg 6-6, as well as Wyoming, both 6-6. TK finished the year 12-10, and Wyoming 11-11. Wayland in fifth place at 5-7, 10-12 on the season. And in sixth place was West Catholic 3-9, 9-12 on the year. And then Grand Rapids Union in last place did not win a league game and were 2-17 on the year. Other big district final games going on from around the area. In Division 4, Rockford and Muskegon, and that Northview will not run into them, or the winner of this game will not run into them in regionals like quite often you would run into a Rockford or a Muskegon. Rockford lately, we had to run into them in districts. That will not be till a quarterfinal, which will be at Caledonia. So they go different ways in the regionals. In District 5, you got Grand Haven playing West Ottawa. In District 6, Granville and Hudsonville going at it. And then right here, Northview, Forest Hills Northern. And the winner will play at Hudsonville. And they will play the winner of the District 8 game, which is Byron Center and East Kentwood. The winner of this game will play that game first. And then that second game most likely will be against Hudsonville, should they get by their first opponent. And they'll be playing their regional on a home floor. And I don't know about you, Ryan, but being able to play a regional on your home floor, I just got to burn my saddle about that one.
That's a big advantage. I think a district on your home floor is fair. I think when you get to the regional part, you really need to play those on neutral floor. However, you know, that's something that can be overcome. And, yeah, we're looking forward to getting that opportunity.
All right, well, we got about 5 minutes left in warm-ups here as the Wildcats look like they're going to be in their white uniforms with black trim, and it looks like Forest Hills Northern will be wearing their all black. Northview student section in a blackout wearing their all black attire, and the Forest Hills Northern student section is going to be in their husky blue, the kind of royal blue, baby blue I would call it. And their student section right behind their bench, Northview's bench to the left of us, the student section is across the way. But we got a packed house here, a little bit of a late arriving crowd. I was just telling Ryan I'm a little surprised, not that big of a crowd, but they're coming in here now, and it's going to be packed. It's going to be standing room only for this one. The Battle of the Beltline, Northview and Forest Hills Northern. Last year at Forest Hills Northern, hosting the district, Northview beat Northern in that first game of districts, and they went on to win that district and go on to a regional at East Kentwood, where they got beat by Zeeland West last year. Northview lost the first game of regional, so they're looking to get a district title here, which would be district title number 17 in school history. Northview had won their 10th league title in school history, 3 of the last 4 for the Wildcats. And this district title, should they get it, will be back-to-back district titles and 3 of the last 4 years. So program on a roll here as of late, and putting some Division I players out there Western Michigan, Division II at Grand Valley State, Central Michigan University. Brady Swartz will be going to Western. So they just keep loading up the good players and talent here at Northview and winning some league titles as well as some district titles. And see if they can get another one tonight. We'll be right back. Ryan Rimpolsky, Mike Diebold on the call this evening.
Jarash Heating and Cooling. Call them at 616-647-0084 for all your heating and cooling needs. They are located just off West River Drive in Comstock Park. Ryan and Dave Jarash have owned this local company for over 40 years. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs. Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. For all your home improvement services, check out Northview grads Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate.
Well, as I bring in my broadcast partner here, Ryan Rimpolsky, former player of mine off that Final Four team. What's one of the fond postseason memories you had playing hoops here at Northview?
There's a couple, that's for sure. I would say the Jackson Lumen Christie game at Lansing Eastern for a regional final.
Huge crowd.
That was a big gym. That was loud. One thing that I'll own up to is I remember stealing the ball during that game, and the crowd just went crazy, and I tried laying it over the rim, and I missed it so bad it went off the backboard and went in.
It counted. All that matters.
Yes, there you go.
Brooks Boyer went on to play at Notre Dame, Jackson Lumen Christie that year. We ran into a lot of Division I players in that route to the Final Four. And you're our sharpshooter from behind the arc. Did a nice job and had a good starting lineup. We had a lot of talent, played together for many years, and I think that helped a lot.
Absolutely.
So here we go as players are coming off the floor right now. We're going to be turning things over to the public address announcer here at Northview, Carl Bowerman, and we'll give you the sounds of the Northview Wildcat gym here as we get ready to get this district game going.
Michigan High School Athletic Association welcomes you to Northview for today's District 7 Finals game in the 2025 Division I Boys Basketball Tournament presented by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer. It's game time for both teams to give us their best effort on the court and for everyone, players, coaches, and fans to give us their best sportsmanship. Remember, nothing beats good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms that we enjoy today. Let us now honor and respect their effort and our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as we proudly play our national anthem. Huskies of Forest Hills Northern and Wildcats of Northview. For the Huskies, number 0, Kyle Brown. For Northview, number 0, Cam Ryans. For the Huskies, number 3, Jacob Tuttle. For the Wildcats, number 3, Brady Swartz. For the Huskies, number 10, Moody DeHabra. For the Wildcats, number 4, Jake Johnson. For the Huskies, number 24, Peyton Pascal. For the Wildcats, number 5, Anthony Willis. For the Huskies, number 30, Joey Abraham. For the Wildcats, number 12, Izzy Hatibu. The Huskies are coached by head coach Joe Souls, and the Wildcats are coached by head coach David Chandler.
And we're ready to get things started here at Northview High School District 7 championship game. 6'7", Joey Angok will be jumping center for Northern in their black uniforms. And Brady Swartz will be jumping center for the Northview Wildcats in their white unis with black trim. Battle on the belt line at a district final. Cats beat Northern last year at Northern in districts. Northern coming in here looking to repay that back as the Huskies win the tip. Running the show, Jacob Tuthill against the man defense of Northview. Stolen by Jake Johnson. The steal, Jake going coast to coast. Can't finish it. Little contact, he tried to play through, couldn't draw a rim on the layup. And Northern comes away with the basketball. They'll set up, they're set. Got a whistle away from the ball, got an illegal pick on the big man. High pick and roll, he got caught setting an illegal pick.
You can see him and Jake tussling a little bit, and I think Jake is playing very aggressive. He didn't like it. He elbowed him once. Ref caught him the second time.
Angok with that foul, big early foul on their big man, who clogs up that middle. Good jumper, can score inside. 1-2-2 zone being deployed by the Huskies as they will mix up a lot of zone looks for the Wildcats. Trying to shorten this game down a little bit. 0-0 if you're just joining us. First minute of the ball game. Coach Chan is shouting out some things. Northview just playing with the ball along the perimeter. Now they start to attack. Swartz from 3, no good. And a rebound pass goal for Northern. Left wing 3 ball by Swartz wouldn't go. Northern pulls up for a 3, no good by Kyle Brown. 3-year starter for Forest Hills Northern. He can get it going from behind the arc. That goes out of bounds, and Northview will have it. Nerves early on here.
Yeah, each team feeling each other out a little bit. That's common in these big games. Coaches love to get rid of those first couple minutes, teams settle in and play. It looks like both teams are challenging out on the perimeter. Middle's open, but we're content passing around the perimeter. We got to start working in.
And they just did, working it inside to Cam Ryans on the low block on the right side. Good call there, Ryan. They get it in and going to get a foul on Northern as they wipe Cam out. That foul is going to be on Moody DeHabra, his first, team second on Northern. Almost turned over, but Cam Ryan saves it. Northview has it. Dribble drive, he's at the free throw line, this Cam. Pulls up, 8-footer, in, out, back out again. And Cam got a good look, couldn't get it to go. 0-0, no score. Defensive battle here early. Maybe some little nerves in this district final in front of this packed house. And 2 good defenses going there. There's a nice back door. Missed a wide open layup by DeHabra. Did a little reverse, didn't really need to, go up strong, and he misses the layup. Northview dodges the bullet there. Brady Swartz, another 3 from the top of the key, no good. And bringing the rebound down for Northern is Angok. He hands the ball off to Tuthill. Gets it to Brown. Brown being checked by Willis. Crossover dribble. Brown all the way to the basket. That's too easy as Brown just broke down Willis. Scores it. First 2 points go to Northern. 2-0. Cam, 3-ball on the way. Short, no good. Brown with the rebound for Northern. Angok in the open court with the push. Long steps, goes all the way to the basket. Foul's called. And Joey Angok will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he was in the act of shooting.
I think what we're seeing early is Forest Hills Northern in a zone defense, extending out on the perimeter. Northview's content on taking some long shots. Forest Hills Northern's attacking. Northview's playing man-to-man, extending it out way past the hash mark, and Forest Hills is driving to the basket. That's the difference right now.
Jake Johnson with that first foul on Northview. Angok to the free throw line. Knocks down the first free throw. 3-0 lead as Forest Hills Northern drawing first blood here. Angok got in that open court. He's got such long strides. Long, lean, 6'7", looks more like a 6'9" player. Off the front of the rim. Free throw is no good. Swartz with the rebound. He's going to go all the way coast to coast. Reverse layup. Brady Swartz scores it. Gets the first 2 points for Northview.
That's one way to attack a zone. Take it in transition and attack the basket. That's exactly what Brady did.
Cats down 1. Northern with the basketball. 4:55 left in the first quarter. Murphy switches off some of these high ball strings. Shot is blocked. Willis blocked the shot inside of Jacob Tuttle, knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be Northern's ball underneath their own basket. Van Proyen just entered the basketball game, replacing Jake Johnson. Angok gets the ball, goes over Brady, reverse layup, no good. Swartz with the rebound. Like see Angok just go up strong instead of the kind of the wild reverse layup shot. Ball almost stripped away from Swartz. He runs it down, saves the turnover, and Northview will reset. 4:25 left in the first quarter. Swartz breaks down the defense, gets all the way to the basket. Left hand, we got a wedgie. As the ball gets stuck between the rim and the backboard, so it'll be a jump ball. Arrow pointing Northview way. So Northview will have it underneath their own basket. Northview down 1, low scoring, 3-2. Just about 4 minutes played in this ball game.
That was a good look. Swartz took it to he drove the lane and had a pretty good shot on it. Just missed the layup.
T-Boo wide open, chooses to do nothing. Swartz inside. Cam Ryan's nice find on the out of bounds play. Swartz took it out, duck inside. He gets hammered. Brady will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That foul on Jacob Tuttle, his first, Northern's third. Brady Swartz, a school record free throws made on the season, and he shoots it at about a 74% clip. In and out. On Wednesday night, Brady missed his first few free throws of the game. Then he got it going. Angok all the way to the basket, scores it pretty easily as he just goes over the Wildcat player. 3 points by Angok. 5-2 Northern with the early lead. Northview going against the 1-2-2 zone being deployed by the Huskies. Pasco up at the point, kind of a taller guard. Ryan's inside, a floater no good, and Northern comes away with it. In the open court, Tuttle shot fakes. Does a good job not forcing a shot. Gets it out to Angok. Angok on the drive and the finish. Joey Angok coming to play. He's got 5 points, 7-2 Northern. Willis going coast to coast quickly the other way. He's going to get fouled as he was in the act of shooting. Would have been a layup had they not fouled him. That foul on Jacob Tuttle. You're hearing the Northern section not agreeing with that call. But Anthony Willis will be going to the free throw line for the Cats.
Northview's going to have to defend. Northern is attacking the basket just about every possession, and the key is going to be staying out of foul trouble.
Now they're saying that the foul was before he shot the ball, so it's going to be out of bounds underneath. Not sure about that one. Looked like he's in the act of shooting to me. So Tuttle comes out of the ball game, into the ball game for Northern. Cam Crowder, a sophomore. Atibu gets it top of the key. Willis, left wing. Willis drives in the lane now. Back out to Jake Johnson, who just entered the game, taking Van Proyen out. Johnson, top of the key, right wing, Willis. High pick and roll, Willis and Johnson. They swing it around the other side. Swartz has it, left wing. Top of the key, Johnson. Right side, Ryans. Ryans dribble drive, baseline, nice finish. Cam Ryans gets his first 2 points of the ball game. Cats trail by 3, 7-4, 2:55 in the first quarter.
Good ball movement around the zone that time. They had 2 or 3 rotations, hit Cam in the short baseline, got an easy shot.
Kind of a wild shot, but he's going to fall right into the lap of DeHabra. Got away with a little push, shoved Willis out of the way, and the wild shot by Brown ends up paying off as they get an easy one, does Northern. They lead at 9-4. Cats down 5 with the basketball. Brady all the way to the basket. He's going to slam it home. As the parted ways, the lane just got wide open. Brady just took it in, slammed it home. And the blackout here at Northview, loved that. Got the crowd going. Backdoor cut by Brown. Beats Jake Johnson. Too easy right there. A lot of layups inside for Forest Hills Northern in this first quarter. 11-6 Northern. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Ryan Rimpolsky, Mike Diebold on the call for you this evening. Glad you could join us. Inside Johnson. District final here at Northview. Winner to play at Hudsonville Tuesday night. And they'll be playing the winner of East Kentwood. Cam Ryan's inside. Shot is up and good. Tough shot by Cam Ryans. East Kentwood and Byron Center. I was drawing a blank there on who East Kentwood was playing tonight. It's Byron Center. Byron Center most likely will win that game, but you just never know come district time. Northview still in their man defense. Crowder, the sophomore, has it for Northern, being checked by Willis. Cats down 3. Coach is calling for a 5 count, closely guarded, not going to get it. Angok loses control of it, steals Swartz. Turnover by Northern, Swartz with the steal. He still has the basketball, gets to the top of the key, dribbles inside, might have got away with the push, fadeaway jumper from the free throw line, no good. Angok with the rebound for Northern. 48 seconds left. Coach Souls says slow it down, spread things out. Northern with the basketball and the 3-point lead. Brown trying to get to the basket. Going to call Hatibu with the foul, trying to check him. That's going to be Northview's second team foul. Hatibu's first. Jake Johnson, Hatibu with the 2 fouls for Northview. Willis comes out of the ball game. Julian Charity enters the game for the first time for Northview. Brother of Jalen Charity that plays at Grand Valley. Brown 3 on the way, no good. Jake Johnson with the rebound. Cam Ryans with the push. Pass to Brady Swartz. Swartz going to try to get in the lane. Throws it away. Swartz, kind of a sloppy pass right there, is trying to get it to Charity. Charity didn't come back to the basketball, just kind of let it go. And unforced error right there. Tyrus Thomas into the basketball game. Brother of Ty Thomas, Final Four member, who plays at Grand Rapids Community College. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Northern with the basketball and the 3-point lead. Crowder has it for Northern. Left wing. Trying to get the ball inside to Angok. Ball goes out of bounds. Whistle say it stays here. Charity knocked it away. Good pressure by Julian Charity. Sideline out for Northern. Huskies going to run it down in the backcourt. Does Kyle Brown, the junior. Being checked by Thomas. Going to get Thomas with the fouls. Kyle Brown driving to the basket. Northview not able to stay in front without fouling. Their third team foul. Thomas's first. 2.8 seconds left in the first quarter. Sideline out right in front of us, in front of the scorer's table, right by the Northview bench. Angok will be taking it out. 2.8 seconds left. Crowder has it, knows how much time's left. Shot on the way. 3 ball is no good. And Forest Hills Northern going to take a 3-point, 11-8 lead after the first quarter. We got a good one here at Northview. District 7 district final. The Huskies and the Wildcats battle of the belt line. We'll be back.
Check out New Beginnings Restaurant, located at 5200 Northland Drive. Dine in or call for takeout at 616-988-9650. Great food at a great price. Open daily 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. New Beginnings Restaurant.
And we're back. The Huskies lead it by 3. Rye, your thoughts?
It was an interesting quarter. I don't think the game was very clean to start with. Nobody's made a three-point shot. We've seen some turnovers, some missed free throws. I think the teams felt each other out a little bit. Hopefully in the second quarter here we can clean things up and start executing.
Good job summarizing that first quarter. Couldn't put it any better. Northern, one of the hotter teams in the area, has won 6 in a row, 8 of their last 9 games. They got here and their win Wednesday against their district rival Forest Hill Central. Northern was up 20 at half in that game. Looked like it was going to be a blowout, and they ended up winning by 1. Forest Hill Central had a last shot to win it at the buzzer, and it did not go in. And Northern fans stormed the court after that against that big rivalry. Angok couldn't get the, again, reverse layup. That must be his 3rd reverse layup. Instead of using his left hand on the left side, kind of uses a reverse-looking right-handed shot and is rolling off the rim.
Yeah, he's making it more difficult than it needs to be. But they're running a high ball screen, and they're just simply running a pick and roll. And Angok has been open just about every single time. Wildcats got to do a better job defending that.
1-2-2 zone, kind of spread out this time. So Brady Swartz, dribble drive, baseline finishes. Nice job by Swartz. He's got 6 points. Cats have cut it to 1 now. 11-10 Northern, 7:20 left in the second quarter. Brown with the basketball. Gets it over to DeHabra. DeHabra being checked by Van Proyen. Spin dribble, DeHabra couldn't get it to go. Van Proyen, tough matchup. DeHabra quicker. Van Proyen more physical. And DeHabra will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. They're coming up with mismatches against the Northview, who they think they can, on those switches on the pick and rolls, they're trying to find mismatches on who they think they can take off the dribble.
They're doing a nice job of getting to the basket. They have not made a shot over 6 foot so far. Everything has been attacking the basket or a free throw.
DeHabra's first free throw hits every inch of the rim and goes in. He's got 3 points on the evening. Jake Johnson is a Hatibu back into the ball game, replacing Thomas and Van Proyen. 7:09 left in this first half. Cats find themselves down 2. Moody. Short. Oh, gets it to go, though. Looked like that was going to be short. Hits the front of the rim, off the board, and in. And DeHabra with 4 points. Johnson to Swartz. Top of the key, Willis. Cats down 3. 6:55 left in the first half. Northview just kind of playing around the perimeter with it. Not really probing inside. No one really moving in the inside. So you get Cam Ryans flashing in those gaps in the paint. Swartz is around the perimeter with Willis. Now they get into Hatibu, but they kick it right back out. Swing it, Cam Ryans. Willis, baseline drive. Double clutch, can't get it to go. Hatibu with the offensive rebound, a lot of contact. Nice job, Uzi Hatibu. Getting Willis's missed the baseline drive. Looked like that ball is going to go in. Hatibu with the rebound, comes on the other side of the basket, goes up, gets bumped. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he'll have to earn it at the free throw line.
Yeah, the middle of that zone is wide open. Cats got to figure out a way to flash somebody in that high post area. They could be able to duck in and get some easy ones.
Hatibu, a sophomore, 60% free throw shooter. Does not knock that one down. Northview 0 of 3 from behind the free throw line, and you know this, in do well or go home kind of games, you've got to hit your free throws.
Free throws are key.
Hatibu knocks down the second free throw. Northview 1 of 4 in this first half at the line. Northview down 2. Northern with the basketball. Hatibu defensively against Brown. Backdoor cut is there, but there's Johnson to swat it away for Northview. Northview has the basketball. So he swatted away the shot of Pasco driving baseline. Northview has it. Ryans now gets in the lane. Floater, couldn't get it to go. Cam Ryans struggling with his little 8-foot floaters that he's usually so good at. DeHabra inside, reverse layup, can't get it to go. And Swartz with the rebound, rips it away. Swartz gets it up to Ryans. Now we got something in the open court with Cam. Cam all the way to the basket, over someone, can't get it to go. Slow start for Cam, but there's Jake Johnson with the offensive rebound. Anthony Willis is going to throw it away, trying to get it to Hatibu. And nothing coming easy for the Wildcats in this one. Frustration in the crowd and on the players' faces right now. Going to have to fight through this, and Forest Hills Northern's coach Joe Souls is going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. Low-scoring affair. Northern leads it 13-11, 5:29 left in the half.
For all your home improvement services, check out Northview Grad's Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate.
And we're back here. Scott Sykes in the house, another former player of mine, sitting right by Roger Jansen. I saw Roger sitting by Tom Izzo on the flight as they were MSU was at Maryland, and there's Roger Jansen on the flight, hobschnobbing with Izzo.
I would have loved to have been hearing that conversation. Teams look a little tight still, Mike. They, a lot of close shots being missed. It's very physical.
Northview coming out with some full court pressure, trying to up the tempo here a little bit. Things aren't going their way, so a lot of times coach will get it going on the defensive end, sometimes gets Northview out of their little funks when they're having trouble scoring the ball. Northern gets it across the timeline. Kyle Brow, Hatibu looked like he got all ball. Coach Channa not liking the call. Late whistle underneath the basket. Hatibu with his second foul. And going to the free throw line will be Kyle Brown, the junior from Forest Hills Northern.
It was a little bit of a bailout call, in my opinion. Drive was awkward. The shot was a little wild, but they got Hatibu for the foul.
Nothing but net by Brown. His 5th point of the ball game. Brown with 5, DeHabra with 4, Angok with 5. Northview leading scorer Brady Swartz with 6, Cam Ryans with 4. There's a Hatibu with 1. Both free 7 minutes into this ball game, only scoring a point a minute. Northview playing around the perimeter, not really attacking this zone very assertively. Not much player movement, flashing in the lanes. No balls being moved around. Now they get kind of in a set against it. They overload one side of the floor against the zone. Cam Ryans gets bumped, no call, but there's Jake Johnson to clean it up. Nice job being in the right spot, Jake Johnson for Northview, as he cleans up that miss by Ryans. And just see who called that timeout. I think that was
Coach Channa, it looked like.
Okay, Coach Channa getting in the ear of the officials here.
Yeah. Not
thinking he's getting a fair shake. We're going to stay right here for a second. Coach Channa with that timeout as Northview, both teams now 4 timeouts left. And not foul trouble by anybody. Not many fouls called in this game. They're just kind of letting them play. 15-13. Northern leads it by 2. 4:28 left. Northview a little stagnant on the zone offense.
Yeah, you can see what's going on. Coach Scholes has really got his team focused on Swartz and Cam Ryans. And there's every time they touch the ball, they're essentially getting double teamed, and that middle is wide open. But Northview's going to have to look to get some balanced scoring for some other players.
Low scoring affair, probably how Northern would like it. winner to move on to play in the Hudsonville Regional against East Kentwood Byron Center winner on Tuesday night. Brown's going to drive all the way to the basket, kind of a Euro step, gets it to go. He's got 8 points. They're having trouble checking the junior, Kyle Brown.
Yeah, Coach Chan not happy with that one. That was too easy. That was uncontested drive right straight to the basket for an easy layup.
Again against this 1-2-2 zone. Now they're kind of packing it in. They'll switch it up, spreading it out at times, sometimes packing it in. And Northview just a lot of standing.
It looks like there's a lot of confusion. We need ball movement. Players got to move.
Baseline, Johnson fires all the way across the baseline. Now Swartz has it, right wing. He drives in the lane. Angok's going to take the charge. Swartz with the offensive foul. Angok, even though he didn't fall back directly, kind of flopped to one side, gets the call, and it goes against Brady Swartz.
He's playing with 2 out there, so if that was 3, he would have been done for the half here. And he's been playing very physical. He's gotten away with a few. They gave him that one.
I think it might have been the right call, but he just flopped awkwardly, and usually you don't get those calls when you don't flop the way where you took it in the chest. Thomas with the steal for Northview. See if this can get it going. Angok, nice pump fake. Thomas couldn't score it, but Swartz there with the rebound. Goes up strong and gets the rebound. Thomas dejected with himself. He did a nice job knowing that Angok was coming to block it. Shot faked, so he got the shot off, but another guy had caught up by that time. A little contact, couldn't get the shot to go. Swartz comes down with it, goes back up, gets fouled, as he was fouled in the act of shooting by Marcus Bernard for Forest Hills Northern, who just entered the game, and Swartz will be shooting 2. Brady misses another free throw. 0 of 3 at the free throw line, starting out like he did in the first district game Northview played Wednesday night, where he missed his first 4 free throws. Misses his first 4 in this one. And Northern comes away with the rebound. Cats woeful at the free throw line, and that will come back to bite you in these big district games. Angok all the way into the lane. Reverse layup from away from the basket. And quickly the other way, Cam trying to get the ball inside, gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Northview's basketball underneath their own basket. Northview out of sorts, only 13 points, 2:50 left in the first half. Northview down 6. T-Boo back into the game.
That was a near turnover.
It was.
Angok got his hand on it, but he easily could have stole that ball.
Willis will be taking the basket out for Northview underneath their own. 1-4 across. They get it to Hatibo. Ryans. Van Proyen, 3 ball on the way. Air ball way short. Gets the air ball chant from the Northern section. And Northern comes away with it. Cats down 6. 2:33 all the way to Brown. Brown scores it. Kyle Brown. He's got 10. First player to get double figures, Kyle Brown. Swartz has it left baseline. They get it out to Willis. Coach Chana calling out a set against this zone 1-2-2 defense. Hatibu flashing a little bit. Now you're getting Van Proyen. Now a high pick and roll. At least you're getting some action out of it. Swartz, little 6-footer, can't get it to go. Swartz having a tough night early on here. Northern away with the rebound. Top of the key. Bernard going to get it over now to Crowder. Crowder with the basketball. Gets it to the big man. Angok going to do a reverse. He's going to get called for a travel. Angok didn't think he traveled. Could have been a charge as well. Could have been a couple things.
Absolutely. It looked like it was going to be a charge. I think that was a bailout giving him a walking violation. That would have been his 3rd foul. Yeah,
that's a big non-call. That's 2 big non-calls on Angok, where he could have picked up his 3rd. The big 6'7" anchor in the middle. They're going to take Angok out here at this last 1:39 of the half. Cats down 8. Haven't scored in a while. Been stuck on 13 or stuck on 11 for the longest time. Now they're stuck on 13. Only scored 5 points in this quarter. That's Northview. Willis going to try to probe the defense, gets in, gets hacked hard by Pasco. And Willis will be going to the free throw line to shoot twos. He was in the act of the shooting. Good job breaking down the defense by the sophomore Anthony Willis. Good free throw shooter on the year, 77% free throw shooter. Has not scored in this game, the sophomore. Knocks down the free throw. Got off that 13 Schneid. Northview now down 7, 21-14, a minute 20 left in the first half. Willis knocks down the second free throw, nothing but net on both those. Good free throw shooter for Northview, good shooter period, just does not have much of volume shooting. Shot is up and in, that was partially blocked. Kyle Brown's getting everything to go. Patibu got a finger on that and it still goes in. 23-15, Northview by 8. Inside, Patibu goes up. Nice find by Willis. Patibu got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Patibu on the year, about a 59% free throw shooter. 1 of 2 at the line in this ball game. Got it. Engak coming back into the game, 59 seconds. I don't know. We'll see if he can pick up a third foul line. That'd be a big play here. 59 seconds left.
Yeah, that seems a little dangerous to send him in with just under a minute left, but hopefully we can get his third foul and he can sit next to coach a little bit in the second half.
Maybe he's got orders from Joe Souls. You do not foul, son. You walk home. One of those kind of things. Free throw is no good by Hatibu. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Northern's basketball.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Cam watched that go out of bounds. I think he thought Northern hit it, and they called it off Northview. So Northern's coming back.
Northern's 7-point lead and the basketball. 50 seconds left. High pick and roll. Nothing there. They bring it back out to Habra with the basketball. Gets it over to Crowder. Crowder, top of the key, being checked by Willis. Now Brown being checked by Swartz. Brown dribble drive, crossover dribble. Good job by Swartz moving his feet. There's a turnover by Northern. Bernard couldn't get it to go. Cam Ryans coast to coast, scores it and gets fouled. Big play right there. Ryans with the steal. The open court gets fouled, scores it. Big play by Cam Ryans. And a foul on Forest Hills Northern. They have not put that up yet. 15 foul on Forest Hills Northern. So from here on out, that foul was on Pasco. His second. Ryans to the free throw line. In and out. Free throw shooting abysmal by Northview here in the first half. 23-18. Cats down 5. Northern with the basketball. 13 seconds left in the half. Brown's going to count it down here. Go for 1. Being checked by Swartz. 5 seconds on the clock. Brown's going to try to get all the way to the basket. It's knocked away. Thomas in there for defense. Knocks it away. 2.2 seconds left. Northern with the basketball underneath their own basket. See if they can get a good shot off of this man defense by Northview. They do get it in. And a quick foul. Hardly even time came off the clock. You're going to get the call on Thomas with the hold. Had a foul to give, so no harm, no foul. Now it's 1.3 seconds left showing on the clock. Northern inbounds it. Crowder, nothing doing. Good no call. As that 3 shot didn't have much of a chance to go in. And at the half, Forest Hills Northern on Northview's home floor has a 5-point lead. Trying to have paybacks as last year Northview beat Northern. Come on back after the MHSAA message. And me and Ryan Rampolsky will recap this first half for you, get Ryan's thoughts about this first half, all when we come back. Northern with a 5-point lead here at the Battle of the Beltline. District final here at Northview. 23-18, Northern leads it.
Another former MHSAA athlete is set to join a professional Hall of Fame, and the list of Scholar Athlete Award winners continues to grow. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. After playing basketball and football at Detroit Central High School, Antonio Gates focused on just the hardwood in college. He helped Kent State win its first 2 Mid-American Conference championships and to a berth in the 2002 Elite Eight. Yet it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame who will be inducting the tight end who never played a down of collegiate football. Gates was a 3-year starter at tight end and linebacker in high school. He also led the Trailblazers to the 1998 Class A basketball championship, scoring 17 points in a win over Belleville. When his basketball career at Kent State was done, he worked out for some NFL scouts, signing as an undrafted free agent with the San Diego Chargers. After a 16-year career, Gates is regarded as one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. He holds the career record for most touchdown receptions by a tight end, 116, and remains the Chargers' all-time leader in receptions and receiving yards. His accolades included 8 Pro Bowl selections, 3 first-team All-Pro honors, a spot on the NFL 2000s All-Decade team, and recognition on the San Diego Chargers' 50th anniversary team. Joining Gates in the 2025 Hall of Fame class are Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Sterling Sharp. The 4 will be enshrined on August 2nd in Canton, Ohio. For more on Gates, check out our Famous Faces feature as part of the MHSAA's 100th year celebration by going to MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Kingsford swimmer Joey Lundholm. He took first in the Upper Peninsula 100-yard freestyle and 200-yard medley. Marquette won the team title on the boys' side. Marquette swimmer Olive Kruger was a part of 4 titles, 2 individual and 2 relay wins, as the Marquette girls team also won a team title at the UP Swim and Dive Finals. And to McBain's Peyton Grant, she hit a wild half-court shot at the buzzer to give McBain a 47-46 win over Roscommon.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
A competitive cheer scenario for you today. An inversion is a stunt where the top person or flyer is in an upside down position at any point while being supported by bases or spotters. When is it allowed to have a temporary loss of contact with the inverted flyer? When transitioning to a double-based sponge with both feet of the flyer in the hands of the bases. When transitioning to a cradle. When transitioning to a stunt at shoulder level or below where both feet of the flyer are in the hands of the bases. Or are all of these allowed? If you said all of those are allowed, you got it right.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. The MHSAA Farm Bureau Insurance Scholar Athlete Award winners have been announced. Head over to MHSAA.com to view the list of this year's winners. This is the 36th year of the scholarship program, with each winner getting a $2,000 college scholarship. To date, Farm Bureau has handed out more than $1.1 million in scholarships to nearly 1,100 student athletes. And each winner will be recognized during the boys basketball finals at the Breslin Center in East Lansing on March 15th. The winners this year came from a pool of nearly 1,500 applicants and 120 finalists. Candidates are judged on their academic, athletic, and other extracurricular accomplishments, plus community involvement and a short essay on the importance of sportsmanship in educational athletics. The application period for the 2025-26 school year will open in December. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
And we're back here at Northview High School in this district final battle of the Beltline. Northern against the Wildcats, and Northern leads at 23-18. They were up 11-8 at the end of one, and at half 23-18. So Northview is down 3 after the first quarter, find themselves down 5 at halftime. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think what we saw in the first half, Coach, was a lot of missed free throws by the Wildcats. I'm sure it's uncharacteristic. 8 or 9 missed free throws, I think. So we're getting to the line. We just got to convert a little bit more. Forest Hills Northern shots, if there was a shot chart, what you would see is every bucket they've scored besides a free throw has been 6 foot and in. So Northview must do a better job on their dribble drive penetration and stay out of foul trouble. On offense, you see the Wildcats being a little stagnant. Northern is extending their zone and putting a lot of pressure on Cam Ryans and Brady Swartz. Coach Souls is focused on those two, and maybe get a little balanced scoring, get some better movement on the perimeter. They're going to have to find a way to break that zone open a little bit more.
Forest Hills Northern 5 of 6 at the free throw line in the first half. Northview 4 of 11 at the free throw line in that first half. Leading the way for Forest Hills Northern, Kyle Brown with 12 first half points. He's the leading scorer by far in this ball game. Moody DeHabra had 6, and Joey Angok with 5. Only 3 players scoring for Forest Hills Northern, but that's enough right now as they lead it by 5. For Northview, Cam Ryans averaging 21 points per game has 6 at the half. Brady Swartz averaging 26 points per game, 6 at the half. Jake Johnson with 2, Anthony Willis with 2, Izzy Hatibu with 2. And the 4 for 11 at the line needs to change in the second half, and they got to get some points off their defense, I think, also in this second half. As Northview they've won 3 districts in a row against Forest Hills Northern. Last year they won at Northern 61-49. Forest Hills Northern was 8-16 on the year last year. And in the 21-22 year, Northview won 53-35, beat Northern by 18. That was at Forest Hills Central in that Final Four year for Northview. And then in 18-19 at Greenville, guys standing next to me, Mike Kaputska was coaching at the time, a buzzer beater as Northview, with a freshman named Kyler Vanderjack, hit almost a half-court shot at the end of regulation to put that game into the first overtime. And it ended up a 3 overtime thriller. If you remember, Vanderjack's 3 was short, and Aiden Walker, whose dad had just passed away a few weeks before that ball game, a little divine intervention maybe, falls right in his hands, and he has a little 2-foot putback as time runs out in that third overtime, and the place went bananas.
I was at that game. That was probably one of the most memorable games I've ever watched as a spectator. Just an incredible, multiple huge shots to keep the thing going. Started with Kyler, and for Aiden to finish it like that, they just don't get any better than that one.
And then after this one, the winner of this game, they'll be playing playing at Hudsonville, at the Hudsonville Regional in that $30 million, pretty new arena over there, right on the campus at Hudsonville High School there. And it'll be East Kentwood and Byron Center. The winner will be on one side of the back bracket for the winner of this game to play. And then the other side will have Hudsonville and Granville will be on the other side of that bracket, determining who comes away with their district final wins on that side. So, and it won't meet Muskegon and Rockford, who play tonight. One of those teams won't meet them till a quarterfinal. One of these teams can get through that regional, and the quarterfinals will be at Caledonia. So first things first, got to play a better second half here for the Wildcats, or this will be a disappointing end to their season here, as Coach Channa readily admits he is all about deep runs in the tournament. He likes deep runs in tournaments better than conference championships. So that's what makes it so exciting, because you play a sloppy game and it could end quickly.
I think the game is going exactly how Coach Souls wants it. Extending his zone defense, limiting shots, holding Cam and Brady to limited points. I know Coach Channa doesn't like to play a zone, but you wonder if a zone wouldn't really throw off Forest Hills Northern for a few minutes and keep that dribble drive challenging for him.
We'll see what happens here as the players are back out on the floor. Northview in their whites. And we got Forest Hills Northern in their blacks, still in their huddle. As the officials trying to get Northern out of the huddle, Northview will have the basketball to start things out here in the second half. Cats averaging almost 70 points a game, only 18 at the half here, well below their scoring outputs. I mentioned with Brady Swartz at times, when teams have some size, he can sometimes struggle against teams with size. So you can get things going in the second half here. Hatibu has the basketball against this zone again. No man being deployed by Northern, and Northview having trouble attacking this zone and getting some good looks out of it. Johnson, top of the key, swings it out Ryans dribble drive, kicks back to Johnson. Top of the key, Swartz, looking for that blue liner. He was thinking about that blue liner three.
That free throw line is way open on that zone, Coach. I wonder if you should put Cam Ryans at that spot.
Swartz just went in there, and that's where he ended up getting the ball. He drove in the lane, a little short on his shot, as Engok bothered him a little bit on it. Northern comes away with it. Northern with the first defensive stop in the second half here. And now they have the basketball. Way away from the basket to Habra. Going to hand things off to Tuthill, who run the show. We're going to get a grab on Izzy Hatibu. On Engok. Kind of way away from the play action. Going to get his third foul on Hatibu, and Northview doesn't go deep in the bench. All-conference player Hatibu with 3 fouls. 6:47 left here. Cats going to have to turn things up a notch. Our season's going to be coming to an end. There's Willis, almost a steal. Ball's on the floor. We got a scrum. And going to get a foul on Cam Ryans. Cam can't believe it. Little scrum on the floor. Usually, and when we lose ball like that, you just kind of let him go. Cam gets called for the foul. His first foul, Northview second in this quarter. 6:35, just starting the second half, if you're just joining us. Been all Northern in this one. Big close game, but Northern has led 90% of it. Engok drives the left baseline and finishes it. He's got 7 points, so Northern draws first blood, ups the lead to 7.
Another layup.
Yep. Engok's gotten inside, beating people off the dribble. Agile, 6'7", and with his length, he takes some long steps, and he can get to that basket in a hurry. Speaking of getting to a hurry, Willis gets to the basket, shot up, whistle, bucket does not go. But Anthony Willis will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. So he was in the act of shooting. He's got 2 points as he is 2 for 2 at the line. A good free throw shooter for Northview. 78% free throw shooter. The sophomore, perfect at the line this evening. He's got 3 points in the game. Northview now stands up as they sit until they get their first points. And now dressed in their all black, a blackout for Northview. The student section is full tonight. Anthony Willis knocks them both down. See if they can get a spark for Northview. 25-20, Cats down 5. Northern with the basketball, walking it up the floor. Tuthill being checked by Willis. Tuthill drives by Willis, gets all the way to the basket, can't make the layup. Didn't use his left hand, uses his right. Didn't finish. Northview dodges the bullet there. Cam Ryans comes back coast to coast. He can't get it to go. And away is Tuthill with the rebound. Brady Swartz is going to get called with the foul. Swartz with the foul on Tuthill, bottling him up. That's his second foul on Swartz.
I don't think Brady liked that call, but it was the right call.
Tuthill with the basketball. Tuthill breaks the defense down, kicks it back out. Angok, 3 on the way, got it. Joey Angok with the 3 by the 6'7". First 3 of the ball game made by Forest Hills Northern. Northview does not have a 3 made in this game. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Low scoring affair, 28-20, biggest lead of the game for Northern. After that Joey Angok 3 ball right in front of their own bench from the right wing. Nothing but net.
I didn't think the big man had that much range. I saw him in warm-ups, but I didn't know he was green light for the game.
He can shoot the 3. He had a couple in the game Wednesday night. He can shoot it. So Coach Paddock was here looking at some people from Davenport University. Might be getting a look at him. Throws it away. Willis, the no look inside to Hatibu. Miscommunication. And Coach Chan is going to call a timeout as the Wildcats are out of sorts. A full timeout. We're going to take a timeout. Huskies are feeling it here a little bit. 28-20, 8-point lead, but a lot of time left in this one. 4:49 left in the third quarter. We'll be back.
For all your home improvement services, check out Northview Grad's Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate.
And we're back. Ryan, they're running into a buzzsaw here. They don't look like they got a spark like this is a tournament game.
No, this is where you need your veteran players to step up. Swartz and Cam Ryans really need to figure out a way to attack the basket, start making some free throws, getting some easy shots, move the ball around. Right now, the second half started much like the first half finished.
Northview's being held to 20 points. They average nearly 70 a game. 4:44 left in the third quarter. Northern with the basketball. Tuthill, the senior. This is a senior-dominated team. So they've played in some big games, and they're tired of getting beat to Northview in district. So they've come to play, and they want this one, does Northern. 28-20. Northern just running some clock against this man Northview defense. They're having some trouble. There's a steal. Good job by Izzy Hatibu. Open court, gets it to Thomas. That might get the spark right there. Thomas makes the basket. Nice steal by Hatibu. A nice assist by Hatibu. Cats down 6 now. See if they can get him going. Halfway through the third quarter, going to get Cam Ryans on another foul on these high pick and rolls. His second foul on the team. Northview's fourth.
Angok is really baiting the players from Northview into a foul. He's playing very physical, but he knows when to stop. Northview's got to play smarter and just let him lean and push without retaliating.
Brown with the basketball, the junior. For Northern. They get the ball inside. Now they get it back over to Angok. Angok might have got away with a walk. No, he didn't. They call a travel. Got bumped. Could have been a foul. Definitely a walk if you're not calling the foul. He does call the walk. Break there for Northview.
It definitely was a break. You can hear the Northern Bluebirds there. They're not. They didn't agree with that one either.
Angok did get bumped. Northview with Thomas on the floor now. In for Jake Johnson. The rest of the starters for Northview in, going against this kind of packed-in zone defense.
It looks like they have put Cam at the high post.
And got down to the low block that time, and Ryans with the score. Nice feed by Willis, a no-look pass inside. Talking to Coach Chana. Just a little delay right there, no timeout or anything. Coach Chana, coaching staff is up, trying to deploy their athletes to get some stops here. Got a 4-point game, 28-24. Northern with the basketball in the lead. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Inside, Angok going to get a foul away from the whistle. Tight call on Anthony Willis. There's the makeup call. Angok will be going to the free throw line because that's the 15th foul on Northview, so they're over the bonus. So with 2:55 left here in the third, it'll be all two-shot fouls for Forest Hills Northern. Northern only one foul in this quarter, so a disparity on the fouls has Northview's coach not happy. In, out, back in by Angok. He's got 11 on the night. 5-point lead by Northern. School 7 miles away, right down the East Belt line. Angok knocks them both down. He's got 12. Leading scorer with Kyle Brown in the ball game. 24, they're 30 points, those two players for Forest Hills Northern. Swartz cannot get it to go over Angok. Rolls all the way around the rim, back out. Swartz a little frustrated with himself. He's got to keep the right frame of mind. A lot of time left here. 10, almost 11 minutes left in this game. Can go from not playing well to hero as he did in that South Christian last second win when he only had 13 points and ends up hitting the game winner. Atibu with the miss. Put back from Cam Ryans. Ryans missed the layup. Atibu came flying in, tried to get the dunk. Got fouled on the arm as he didn't get the dunk. And Cam Ryans came down with a rebound. Then the foul was called. That foul is going to be on Moody DeHabra, his first, team second. Northview will have the basketball underneath their own basket. 2:29 left in the third quarter in front of a packed house here at Northview. Atibu gets a baseline jumper. Willis, no good, right in front of the student section, but Thomas comes down with the weak side rebound. Ryan's drive to the basket's going to get rewarded with the foul call. Cam Ryans will be going to the free throw line to shoot two. And that foul on Peyton Pasco, his third, team's third. Cam Ryans with his 8 points will be going to the free throw line for the first time. To check that, he has a missed free throw in the first half.
You can feel the intensity ratcheting up a little bit. This is going to be a fun final 10 minutes.
It needs to ratchet it up. No time like now. You don't want to wait till the end. Ryans knocks down the free throw, cuts the lead to 5. Ryans, nothing but net. He's got double figures, leading scorer from Northview with 10. 4-point lead by Northern, and they have the basketball. 2:11 left in the third quarter. Pasco gets it over to DeHabra. DeHabra might have got away with a walk. They want to foul. Missed the shot, but coming away with it is Angok, and he gets the putback. Northern scores it off a couple misses, and Angok cleans up the rebound, gets it back up to 6, 32-26. Low-scoring affair here at Northview. Northview playing around against this 2-3 zone. Got Swartz and Ryans down along the baseline now. Willis, Thomas up top. Ryans inside, can't get it to go over Angok, and there's Atibu with the rebound goal put back. Atibu, a big one there. He's got 4 points. Keeps it to a 4-point game. Northern with the lead in the basketball. Minute 15 left in the third quarter. Thomas checking DeHabra. DeHabra dribble drive. A lot of bodying. Thomas swats it out of bounds. Talks some talk to him, but fouled first. Thomas has got to watch his John. and want to pick up a technical foul, but DeHabra will be going to the free throw line. Thomas with his third foul. Jake Johnson will be coming into the game, probably replacing Thomas. Minute 10 left in the third. The officials are getting together. Northern has nobody on the free throw line. Moody DeHabra will be at the line. DeHabra, nothing but net for the senior. He's got 7 points. Thomas out of the ball game. Johnson in for Northview. 5-point lead. Minute 10 left in the third quarter. DeHabra's got one more free throw to go. Moody got every inch of the rim, the bounce, and gets it to go. DeHabra will come out of the game. Tuthill back into the game, as well as Crowder, the sophomore, into the game. Back to a 6-point lead by Northern. Northview just cannot get back into the lead here. Northern will get to about 4 points, and then Northern gets it back up to 6 or 7. Kind of the way it's been for the last 8 minutes or so. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Northview against the 3-2 zone. Playing around with it on the top of the key. Ryans now tries to probe it in the lane, stepping in to take a charge. Going to get a blocking call on Jacob Tuthill, the senior. He thought he was there in time. So with the block, that's the 4th foul. Northview have the ball underneath their own basket. From here on out, the last 43 seconds will be shooting 2. 43 seconds left in the third quarter in this District 7 district final. Not a close one. This one's going down to the wire, it looks like. Ryan's inside. Hatibu, nice find. Nice out of bounds play. Ryan's now with 12 points. Hatibu with the assist. 4-point lead by Northern. They get it across the timeline. 28 seconds left. Tuthill with the handles, being guarded by Hatibu. Tuthill trying to get to the basket. Hatibu swats it into the cafeteria. And the Northview student section loves it. Northview crowd on their feet. As Hatibu says, get it out of here. Into the ball game for the first time, Devin Teagan, the junior. Teagan entering for the first time for Northern, given a rest for the Husky. Hatibu with the steal, knocks it off the player, knocked it off Tuthill. Izzy Hatibu with a big steal right there, and the Northview crowd loves it. Big turnover by Northern, as Northview will have the ball with 15 seconds left. Now they got to enter their starters back into the ball game. They're trying to give them a little extra 15 seconds of rest to go into this fourth quarter, but Northview will have it. Down 4, 15 seconds left against the zone. Ryans now with 11 seconds. High pick and roll. Willis, top of the key. Ryans, the other side of the key. Ryans dribble drive into a lane. Can't get it to go. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Going to be Northern's basketball. Couple good looks inside there by Northview. Couldn't get it to go. 0.8 seconds left. 3/4 court shot is no good. As Tuttle got it almost there. And we got a tight one going into the fourth quarter. 34 Northern, 30 Wildcats. Northern by 4. 8 minutes at least left in this one, maybe more. This one's going down to the wire. Come back and join us.
Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited.
8 minutes left in this one, if not overtime. Joey Angok with 14 for the Huskies. Kyle Brown with 12. Moody DeHabra with 8. For the Wildcats, Cam Ryans with 12. Anthony Willis with 4, Brady Swartz with 6, Izzy Hatibu with 4, Ty Thomas with 2.
Yeah, Hatibu had a couple of really nice defensive plays out on the perimeter to end that quarter. This last quarter, Swartz and Ryans have missed a lot of easy ones. They just need to keep going. They need to forget about some of them they missed, and they have to get themselves going.
See if the dynamic duo can carry them and bring them home a district championship. Swartz going to get called with some hand checking on Brown. Brady Swartz, tough evening. 0 for 4 at the free throw line, only 6 points, averages 26 a game. Going against this zone and having trouble getting some good looks at the basket. Northern has the basketball, 7:45 left in this one in regulation. Tuttle with the basketball, just dribbling around, might be a 5 count. Now they switch off onto him. Into the lane is Brown. Brown, little hook shot, can't get it to go. There's Jake Johnson with the rebound. Good job by Jake being strong with the basketball. So he was double teamed in there. Ryan's coast to coast, a lot of contact. And Angok is going to pick up his 4th foul. Check that third. Third foul on Angok. Could have picked up his 4th and 5th as in the first half. We had some moments where he had chances to pick it up. But that's Angok's 3rd foul. Team's first. In and out for Ryans. He was in the act of shooting. Couldn't get the free throw to go. And when you look back at this, if Northview doesn't come back to win this ball game, free throw shooting had a lot to do with it. When you got close battles like this. Does knock the second one down. 13 points for Ryans. Angok with 14, leading scorer in the game. Brown with the basketball for Northern, being checked by Hatibu. Johnson with the steal, almost steal. And the Bells get the turnover. Going to get together. I think they got the wrong call. Officials are going to get together. They're going to change this call, I bet. No, it's staying Northview's way. They did not change the call. The officials got together. And Northview's ball. Coach Channa takes off his sweatshirt. He's in his t-shirt. He's ready to go. He's ready to play. Cats down 3. Crowd into the game. Wildcats student section on its feet. Parents are on their feet. Northern on the officials.
That was great defense on that last possession by Jake Johnson.
It's what he does the little things, comes up big at big times with little things. And Cam Ryans, spin dribble, left-handed hook shot basically. It goes, and he's knocked to the floor. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line looking for the and one. Cam Ryans says, my home floor. He can tie things up with the free throw here.
I thought that foul might have been on Angok. That would have been his 4th, but they called it on number 3, Tuttle.
Tuttle picks up the foul. Ryans cannot hit the free throw to tie things up. Cats down 1. 6:45 left in this one. Top of the key, DeHabra gets it over right side, Tuthill. Tuthill being checked by Willis. Willis, good defense on Tuthill. Tuthill drive, nice score. Jacob Tuthill's first 2 points of the ball game couldn't come at a better time.
That was a tough shot.
It was. Gives them a 3-point lead, give them some breathing room for Northern again. Looks like the Cats might be taking the lead here coming up. But Tuthill with a big drive. Northview with the basketball, dribble drive. Willis breaks down the defense, misses the layup. Big miss right there by the sophomores. He broke it wide open, and it bounces off the rim just too hard, and Kyle Brown will walk it across the timeline for Northern. Shot is up and no good. Tuthill trying to take things over here a little bit. He's fouled by Willis, and Tuthill will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 5:55 left in the ball game. Second foul on Anthony Willis. Both teams with 2 fouls in this 4th quarter. Northview with 3 timeouts, Northern with 4. Jacob Tuthill, the senior, at the free throw line. Short on the first free throw.
Northview's got to keep it close here as we're headed down to the stretch. I know Coach Souls, he'll be happy to take the air out of the ball towards the end of the game and just be very deliberate. They have enough good ball handlers.
Tuthill trying to hit the second free throw. Got the second one. Jacob Tuthill, the senior, splits the pair. He'll come out of the game. Cam Crowder, the sophomore, will replace him. 4-point lead Northern. Northview with the basketball. 5:50 left in this one. Swartz has it right in front of the student section. Northview student section, that is, and their blackout. Top of the key, Willis. Left side, Ryans. Baseline, Hatibu. Hatibu kicks it back out. Ryans way away from the basket. Ryans will probe the lane. Kicks it back out. Now Willis. Top of the key. Back to Ryans. Left wing. Looking to get the ball into the flasher. They're going to try to go behind it. Ryans is trying to get the ball to Willis behind the zone, but there was the big man, Angok, getting the deflection and the steal. Big turnover by Northview right there. Northern up 4 and the basketball. Dahabra, top of the key. Checked by Hatibu. Dahabra almost falls down. Brown now gets in the lane. Wild shot, almost got it to go. Jake Johnson comes down with the rebound. Is strong with the basketball. Gets it to Ryans. 2-on-2, open court. Ryans left-handed finish. 17 for Ryans. 2-point game. Northern with the 2-point lead and the basketball. 4:35 left in this great high school basketball game. Northern has led most of the game. Still in the lead. Dahabra all the way to the basket. Gets it to go. Clutch basket there by Moody. Back up 4 for Northern. 4:20 left. Ryans left wing against the zone. 1-2-2 zone that Northern has played the entire game. Saggy matchup zone. They'll match up against Ryans and Swartz out of this. Swartz tries to probe in the lane. Might have got away with a walk. Shot up, in, back out, and back in again. Brady Swartz gets it to go. Hits every inch of the rim, and we got a 2-point lead by Northern. Coach Souls wanted to travel by Swartz, and we're going to get a Coach Souls timeout for Forest Hills Northern. We're going to stay right here. Northern leads at 39-37. 3:44 left in the ball game. 2 fouls each, team fouls, so they each have 2 to give, and both teams have 3 timeouts left. Got a good one here.
Yeah, it's ratcheting up. The intensity's strong here. Wildcats are inching their way back. Cam Ryans is starting to feel it a little bit. Maybe that last shot by Brady gets him going a little bit. You know, we're looking at 3:44 left, so there's limited possessions. So Wildcats have to play well defensively. That last bucket by Northern, drive started 30 feet from the basket, and he went to the layup, and there was no help deep. And that's happened several times.
And the crowd is in it. Northview with their blackout, shouting, "Go red, go white." Forest Hills Northern, both student sections up on their feet. And this one's going down to the wire, and who knows, maybe some overtime, as it has been that close. Northern leading most of the way. And have stayed in control of this game. Got it up to as much as 8-point lead. Could not pull away from Northview, and then it's been pretty close for the rest of this second half here, especially midway through the third quarter. Got a 2-point game, Northern with the basketball and the 2-point lead. Brown with the basketball. Swartz tried for the block. Brown with the acrobatic shot, gets it to go over Swartz. 4-point lead by Northern, 3:22 left in this one. Ryans all the way to the basket with the finish. Cam Ryans with 19 coming alive. So he's got 13 second half points, averaging 21 on the game. All right, on the year, 21 points per game he averages. Northview down 2. Northern with the basketball. Brown with it, the junior, trying to probe inside. Gets it back out. Crowder, the sophomore, with the basketball, being checked by Willis. Willis stays in front. Might be getting a 5 count. Going to be close. He gets rid of the ball. Almost a 5 count by Crowder. Dahabra being checked by Hatibu. Dahabra inside. Got the 2-footer. Dahabra gathered, powered it up over Hatibu. Big basket right there by the senior, Moody Dahabra. Northern by 4. 2:22 left in this one. Swartz dribble drive in the lane to the basket. Shot is up. Can't get it to go. Brady will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he's still on the floor. Swartz will be shooting 2. 0 of 4 at the free throw line. A 75% free throw shooter on the year is Brady. Has the most free throws made in one season, a record here at Northview. And he needs some big ones right here with 2:18 left to keep his team in it. Northview down 4. Brady will be shooting 2. 0 of 4 at the line. Make it 0 of 5. Brady averaging 26 points per game. Only has 8 in this one. He's got one more free throw to go. Swartz got the free throw. Northview down 3. 2:11 left in this ball game.
Cats need a big stop here. This is a big possession.
Brown trying to go to the basket, gets it over Swartz. Kyle Brown with a big basket right over the much taller Brady Swartz. Cam Ryans lets a 3 fly, no good. And there's the Northern with the basketball, and they're starting to feel it. The student section is feeling it with 1:47 seconds left. 5-point game, and inside is Dahabra, scores again. Dahabra with 14. Willis quickly the other way for Northview. Very quickly the other way. Anthony Willis with a strong move to the basket, scores it. And we got a 5-point lead by Northern. 47-42. We'll stay right here. 1:35 left in this one.
There's a pattern here. We haven't been able to stop the dribble drive. Northview has not been able to stop Northern's dribble drive.
And they're getting to the basket,
and
faking.
They're getting easy shots, yeah. There's no help defense coming. Now, we got 1:35. They've got a couple fouls to give. So Northview's going to have to ratchet it up, take some risks here, try for some steals, see if they can't get an easy one, but they're down 5. So when they get the ball back, they're going to have to attack and attack quickly.
Northern in control right now, 5-point lead. They have the basketball. Northview with 2 fouls to give. Northern 1 foul to give, not that they're going to be given any fouls. Northview has 2 timeouts left, and Northern with 3 timeouts left in this 1:35. Northern will be going 94 feet. We'll see if Northview goes full court press. They are man full court press by the Wildcats in this last 1:35. Northern up 5 with the basketball. Tuthill against a double team. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Northern's ball. 1:32 left in the game. Cats in a heap of trouble here on their home floor trying to win a district title. It'll be 3 out of the last 4 district titles for Northview. Almost an intentional foul. They didn't call anything. Now they go the other way. There's Angok, finish, and the foul. Northview got caught. It looked like they were deliberately trying to foul. Angok streaks down the baseline, gets a long pass, and he goes up, kisses it off the glass, scores it, and Northview with the foul. Anthony Willis with the foul, and Joey Angok will be going to the free throw line, a good free throw shooter for a big man, to give them the biggest lead, tied for the biggest lead of the game, 8 points. And Angok scores the free throw. 8-point lead. Tied for the biggest of the game for Northern, and Northview in trouble here on the home floor. Schwartz baseline drive gets it to go, and a quick timeout by Coach Chana. 1:11 left in the ball game. We've got some anxious Northview fans pacing themselves across the way. 50-44, 6-point lead by Northern, and they have the basketball with 1:11 left. No one has left the gym.
The Michigan Gaming Board Control hopes that you enjoyed today's game. We also hope that if you're a sports bettor who bets on college and
One foul to give for Northview.
for tips that would help, go to don'tregretthenet.org. That's don't regret.
Northern also one foul to give. Northview 1 timeout left. Northern with 3 timeouts left. 50-44. Forest Hills Northern. What an upset this would be. Northern have won their last 6 games. They started out the year not very good at all. Just kept getting better and better. Senior dominated team here. And they are gelling at the right time. Northern gets the foul. It's going to be on Northview. 1:08 left. That was their one foul to give. Angok will be taking the ball out of on the sideline now against this man full court pressure. They do get the ball in. Tuthill has the basketball. Gets it over to Brown. They haven't crossed the timeline yet. Now they do. Angok gets the ball knocked away by Thomas. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Thomas. Thomas knocked the ball out of bounds right in front of us. Looked clean. They're going to call a foul on Thomas. That's the 5th team foul, so Angok will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Coach Chana just chuckling about it. Can't believe the call. It looked like it was going to be Northern's ball, taking it out on the side, but instead the foul is called. And Joey Angok, with his 17 points, leading scorer for the Huskies, trying to put things away here. In and out. Rims the first free throw. Cats down 6. 1 minute exactly left in regulation. Angok misses both free throws. Cats 2-possession game, down 6. Ryans with the basketball. Gets it to Swartz, almost a turnover. Swartz baseline drive, is going to get fouled before he shot it. They have a foul to give, so he's not in the act of shooting. They're going to call it on the baseline drive by Swartz, so Northview will have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Northview 1 timeout left. 1-4 set for Northview. There's Willis. Could have taken a 3 if he wanted to. Gets a Cam, top of the key, 3. Got it! Cam Ryans with a big 3 ball. Cuts the lead to a 1-possession game. 50-47. 37 seconds left. Swartz is going to foul Brown to stop the clock with 35.6 seconds left. 3-point lead Northern. Brown, Kyle Brown, the junior, to the free throw line where he's 2 of 2 on the night at the free throw line. He's got 16 points. In and out. Northern has missed their last 3 free throws, not putting things away. And Northview still a 1-possession game. Kyle Brown got the second free throw. It's a 2-possession game, 51-47. 33 seconds left. Cam, step back 3 in front of the student section. No good, but he got fouled. They're going to call a 3-point. See if they calls this after the shot or if it's going to be 3. 3 free throws is the signal. There's consideration if that was going to be after the shot. But a terrible foul right there for Peyton Pasco as he fouls the 3-point shooter. Picks up his 5th foul, so he'll have to leave the game for the senior. And Cam Ryans will be shooting 3 free throws. Ryans about a 63% free throw shooter on the year with 28 seconds left. If he knocks them all down, it can cut the lead to 1. Ryans with 22 points, leading scorer in this ball game. First free throw is good. Got it. 51-48, 3-point ball game. Ryans knocks down the second free throw. We got a 2-point game. 28 seconds left. 3 timeouts left for Coach Souls and the Huskies. Gets the trifecta. 3 big free throws by Cam Ryans. We got a 1-point game. 28 seconds left. Full court pressure by Northview. Angok in the open court. 3-on-3 yellow. Turnover. Angok. Northview coming the other way. Cam Ryans open court to the basket. Scores it. And there's a foul. Bucket is good. They count the basket. Cam Ryans with 27. He'll be going to the free throw line. Looking for the and one. Northview has come back from down 8 with a little over a minute left to take the lead on the big turnover there by Northern. Angok trying to get the ball. There's a 3-on-3 break. No one really open. Ryan steals it coast to coast the other way and scores it, and he'll go to the free throw line where he's just hit 3 in a row. Cats lead it by 1, 17 seconds left. Missed free throw. Hatibu with the rebound for the Wildcats. And a foul is called on Northern. Hatibu with the offensive rebound miss. Jacob Tuthill with the foul. And Hatibu will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 with a 1-point lead for Northview with 14.1 seconds left. What a comeback here from the Cats. Behind Cam Ryans, 27 points.
It started with that huge steal on the other end. Northern had a 2-on-1, didn't need to score, should have pulled it out, got the turnover. Cam went coast to coast.
Hatibu, a 59% free throw shooter, will be shooting 2. Timeout. Huskies, Joe Souls is going to call timeout as he's going to try to freeze Izzy Hatibu, the sophomore for Northview. Let's recap here. Northview leads at 52-51, coming back from 8 points down with a little bit over a minute left. Some turnovers by Northern and finally some buckets from Northview. And a huge turnover in the open court. Looked like Northern was going to come down to seal the game, maybe get some free throws out of it. And a turnover by Angok trying to get the ball to the left wing. It was stolen by Ryans. He goes coast to coast, gets fouled as he's going to the hoop, makes the basket, and then gets him a 1-point lead, misses the free throw. But he hit 3 big ones just before that, and we have a 52-51 lead by Northview. 14.1 seconds left. Izzy Hatibu shooting 2.
You'd love to see Hatibu step up and knock both down. That'd make Coach feel a little bit better. Either way, Northern's going to have a look at either tying or possibly taking a game-winning shot. So Northview's got to change their mentality here and be ready to defend. Both teams in the bonus, so all fouls will be 2 shots.
That is correct. 1 timeout left for Northview, 2 timeouts left for Coach Souls and Northern. Hatibu doesn't shoot many free throws on the year. 59% free throw shooter. Got it. Nothing but net for Izzy. A 2-point lead now for Northview, 53-51.
That first one's always the toughest. He knocked that one down like he does it all the time.
Hatibu missed the free throw. Swartz almost got the rebound, but Northern comes away with it. 10 seconds left. Brown with the basketball. Drives to the basket. Shot is up and in. Kyle Brown scores it going coast to coast. Gets the left-handed high glasser to go. And we got a tie ball game with 4.2 seconds left in this one. Kyle Brown, the junior, over Swartz. Contested shot. Put it way up high on the glass, and a tough shot by Brown, but knocks it down.
That was a really tough shot with his left. Now we got 4.2. Ball does not advance on the timeout, so they're probably going to be looking at taking a 3 or a long perimeter shot. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get down and get to the basket. The good thing is both teams being in the bonus, if we can catch the pass around half court, advance that ball, maybe try to draw a foul, get to the free throw line and get a chance to win it.
All tied up, 4.2 seconds left. Northview will have the basketball after go 94 feet. I'm sure they'll see some kind of full court pressure. Maybe not all 5 guys across the line, but most of them. See if we have some last second heroics. Brady Swartz has been in this situation before in the South Christian game. Almost a turnover. Cam Lyons knocks it. Oh, it's going to be off Forest Hills Northern. Bernard Jr. ended up knocking that ball out of bounds. So 3.2 seconds left. Northview has it just past half court. Jake Johnson will take the ball out of bounds. No timeout. Northview doesn't have one left. Johnson gets it into Swartz. Swartz, top of the key. 3 ball on the way. Got it! Brady Swartz with the 3 from the top of the key. Knocks it down. And the Cats win it. 56-53. A heartbreaker for Northern. They called it. Brady Swartz has done nothing all night long. Fights through some picks, gets the ball, and knocks down the 3. And they are trying to stop the players from coming on. We might have some time left on this clock. And we will see, but right now it's showing 56-53 Northview on the Brady Swartz top of the key 3 ball. The clock is showing no time. Officials are getting together and they're shaking hands now. And that's going to be it. Northview wins the district championship over Northern again, 4 in a row. A heartbreaking loss for Northern, up 8 late in this game. And the Never Say Die Wildcats. And Brady Swartz got the ball about midcourt under a lot of traffic, double teams, dribble drive, elevated right about top of the key at the arc. Through some contact, had to play through it, got the shot up and drains it. A 3 ball and no overtime. And the Cats win it. 56-53, and they will go on to the regional at Hudsonville to play the winner of East Kentwood ball game against Byron Center. What a game.
What a game. We've seen a few of these, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Northview has found ways in the past to win these close games. I'm watching the Forest Hills Northern crowd behind us as they're filtering out. I don't think they can believe what's happened.
Shell-shocked.
Northview erased an 8-point lead with a little over a minute. It looked like Northern had a chance to ice the game under a minute. Hitubu went 1 for 2 on free throws. It looked like Northern was going to get a really good look at it. They made a tough shot, tied it up, and Brady came through. You know, I think that tip pass that gave Northview the ball at half court actually helped us.
Yes.
It gave us a chance to reset. Brady caught that ball in traffic, dribbled through, and made a really tough shot. You spoke to it earlier. Brady had a game that, other than that shot, he'd like to forget. But he kept his composure, and he hit the big one when he needed it. He's not going to forget that moment. These Wildcats won't forget that moment. I won't forget this moment. What a finish on their home floor for the district title. Couldn't have scripted it any better.
And the floor is swamped with the student section around the team now as they are celebrating this victory, a hard-fought win, as Northern led the entire game except when it mattered at the very end. Could not hang on to that late 8-point lead, and Northview just kept plugging along. And the Brady Swartz heroics, again, 2 game winners now, as he had one in the South Christian game to win a league title, share a league title. And then here he gets a district title with the game winner, as averaging 26 a game, only had 11 points up to that. Was 1 of 6 at the free throw line and was not having a Brady Swartz type game, but just kept his head in it and hit a heroic shot. And kind of ironic, 2 times now where he's had his kind of worst games he hits the game winner at home against South Christian. And then here in a district final in front of his home crowd. Congratulations to the Wildcats. We're going to take a quick timeout, catch our breath, and we'll be back. And we'll have some interviews after these presentations. Actually, we're going to stay here and give it live here through the public address announcer here, Carl Barrowman, as a presentation of the medals and the trophy. And we'll just keep things right here. And
at this time, we direct your attention to center court, where Athletic Director Pat Marsman will make the award presentation to the district champion, Northview Wildcats. Number 0, Cam Ryans. Number 1, Tyrus Thomas. Number 2, Jack Van Proyen. Number 3, Brady Swartz. Number 4, Jake Johnson. Number 5, Anthony Willis. Number 10, Julian Charity. Number 11, Armand Irving. Number 12, Izzy Hatib. Number 14, Jackson Mason. Number 21, Josh Adama. Number 22, Montez Brown Jr. Number 23, Jacob Robbins. Number 24, Isaiah Taylor. Jalen Perry.
So now we're getting a team picture there at center court as Pat Marsman, the AD, comes in with the trophy.
Accepting the District 7 Championship Trophy, head coach David Shannon.
And I just want to say kudos to Forest Hills Northern and Coach Joel Souls. They make the team stay and watch the ceremony at the end, and you can't have a more heartbreaking loss than what they just had led the entire way, basically. And then they have to sit through that on the floor. But kudos to them, a lot of class at Forest Hills Northern, and they played their hearts out.
They sure did. They took Northview right down to the wire. I'm looking out there, all the smiles and joy, kind of the opposite of what we saw throughout the game. It's just a great example of sticking with it. It would have been really easy for Wildcats to give up on that one, but they stayed with it right to the very end, made a couple big plays, put themselves in a spot for that last shot to win it, and Brady came through in the clutch and delivered. What a game.
What a game. And AD Pat Marsman comes by, give him a Give him a little fist bump. He's got tears in his eyes. As it did not look good for the Cats. I did not think they were going to come back and win. It's just one of those games where nothing was coming easy, but they just kept coming and kept coming. And big plays by Cam Ryans down the stretch, getting that big 3 and that 4-point play, hitting free throws down the stretch, and then Brady Swartz's game winner. But some clutch play down the stretch.
Northern had a great game plan, stuck to it, executed well. Like you said, they handled the end of the game there with a whole lot of class, stayed and watched for the presentation. I've been fortunate enough to been in the spot that these young mans are in right now. Shaking hands and getting that district medals is a special honor, and those young men won't forget this the rest of their lives.
Let's go over the individual scoring here, and we may end up having some player interviews and some coaches interviews, I'm sure, along the way here. But for right now, individual scoring for Forest Hills Northern, Jacob Tuthill with 3, Moody DeHabra with 14, Joey Ancock with 17, Kyle Brown, leading scorer for Forest Hills Northern, 19 points. So only 4 people scored for the Forest Hills Northern Huskies. But good balance scoring between Brown, DeHabra, and Ancock in that hard-fought victory for the Wildcats. For Northview, Tyrus Thomas with 2 points. Jake Johnson with 2 points. Anthony Willis with 6. Izzy Hatibu with 5. Brady Swartz with 14. None more important than his last 3. At the buzzer, a 3-ball, top of the key at 11 points at the time. Knocks it down. His only 3 of the ball game for his 14th point. But high point man for Northview. High point man for the ball game. Cam Ryans willing his team in that fourth quarter. 27 points, a big 3, 4-point play at the end of that game. He had 6 points at the half, has 21 in the second half, and on his home floor, he said, "This is my home floor. I am not going home with Northern winning the title on it."
We talked about it at halftime. We talked about it at the end of the third quarter. Brady or Cam needed to step up, and in the end, they both stepped up. But Cam had some huge plays in that fourth quarter to will this team back to a victory.
And they're still out on the floor getting some pictures, fans all around them, fans getting the opportunity to get some pictures. And I'm thinking here in a matter of minutes we'll have Coach Chana, and my guess would be Cam Ryans and probably Brady Swartz coming over here, most likely for an interview as we get things ready for him. But they're still out there at the pit. What we're going to do, we're going to break away real quick, take one quick commercial here, give our sponsors some love, and we'll be right back.
Thank you, sponsors of Northview Athletics, The Score Restaurant, Mike Marsman of Treadstone Mortgage, Ken Jansen of Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, Randy Block of Green Ridge Realty, Lake Michigan Credit Union, Cutting Edge Builders, Tool Construction, Lindy Tanis of Tanis Home GR, Legend Signs, Christian Croft Fundraising, Shannon Swartz of Pierpoint Mortgage, Straight Line Fence, Real Food Cafe, Gold Star Mechanical, All Flow Plumbing, Golf Cars Plus, Design One Salon and Spa, Discount Home Improvement, Keller Williams, River City Mechanical, AIC Insurance Services, Tom's Hometown Bakery, Third Coast Oral Surgery, Boulder Creek Golf Course, Superior Asphalt. Thank you for your support.
And we are back here at Northview High School, as we'll probably have some players coming over here shortly, as they're still hugging moms and dads and things like that. But with the win, Northview goes to 19-5 on the season. Forest Hills Northern ends their season at 13-11. Northview will be going to Hudsonville as they will be taking on the winner of the East Kentwood Byron Center game, probably just getting over right now. That game will be Tuesday night. Stay tuned if I'm going to be allowed to be able to. I will post the game the night before if I'm going to be broadcasting it. But sometimes they get some sticklers and don't let everybody just broadcast the game. So we'll try to be able to do the game, but might have to watch it on another network, or not watch it, as it's just radio broadcast basically, and in that regional, or go out to it in that $30 million facility over there in Hudsonville, where Northview will be playing the regional. So 4 in a row over Forest Hills Northern here in districts, and Northview has now won 3 of the last 4 years they've won a district title, and 3 or 4 also league titles. So Wildcats got it rolling here, and they win this one. The final score 56-53. Thought it was going to go overtime, but get it done in regulation. I'd like to also take time to thank our sponsors this year: Frames Unlimited, Kyle Zimdar, Jarash Heating and Cooling, Ryan Jarash, Tool Construction, Greg and Darcy Tool, New Beginnings Restaurant, Cody Keikos. Appreciate their sponsorship so we can bring you these games, and hopefully we can do it again next year and maybe get some new sponsorship as well so they don't have to carry the load year after year. I'd like to thank also my sidekick here, Ryan Rimpolsky. Appreciate your doing this game with me tonight.
Hey, I couldn't have made it to a better game. What a great game, a district final on our home floor, watching these young men persevere over a really, really tough game. You know, sometimes you can make a run after you get done with a really challenging game. I think Northview has figured out if they see a zone defense, they're going to have to do a better job figuring out how to score. Other teams will take note of that, but you know, they're savoring the moment, enjoy this win, but now it's back to work, and who's the next opponent?
That's right, and we'll find out tonight who the next opponent is. So I don't think we're going to have any interviews here. They're out enjoying their celebrations with the crowd. So we're going to go off air now. And again, appreciate all the listenership, record listenership this year throughout the games. And you can check them all out on the YouTube channel, Northview Wildcats Broadcast. I'd like to thank Pat Marsman, Steve Nichols, their help accommodating this broadcast. Our next broadcast possibly be Tuesday, otherwise it'll be next year. I'm Mike Diebold along with Ryan Rimpolsky. We thank you for listening to Northview Basketball on the Northview Wildcats Broadcast YouTube channel. Once again, the final score here tonight in a district final at Northview. Northview wins it 56-53 on a last-second, top-of-the-key 3-ball by Brady Swartz. For everyone listening in, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great evening. Stay safe and healthy. And as always, go Wildcats. We'll see you next year if I can't broadcast the regional games. But go and cheer on the Wildcats out there at Hudsonville. Northview wins a share of the league title, also wins a district championship on their home floor. Go Cats.